Mirage or Miragi, Mr. Miragi. Yeah, Mirage. Same thing. CD side, T side. Let's split the CT team. CT team 3A, or actually, nah, sorry, 2A. Two guys A, one of them triple stack, the other one stairs right here. Player number 2, usually up player, goes into vents, window. Two other players, kitchen, bench, and short right here. This is classic. This is something I personally think every single team should do. Let me explain why, since we're here. Triple stack player can watch balcony, can watch Tetris. Stairs player sees short, sees connector, sees T ramp. Both positions are rotate positions, so this player can easily fall back to connector, fall back to jungle. This player here can easily fall back to CT side somehow. It's harder from this position, but it is doable if you can smoke out certain positions here. Window, self-explanatory. Window upper will try to pick up players trying to take top mid, and of course this guy should give the most precious info inside a match. Bench player can always see apartments. This is pretty important for him and is pretty safe from flashes because he has the little wall near bench. Then the short player, important. Short player can hold short. Short player can he can advance here like this. He can watch chair and the sort of the south side of upper mid, and he can hear players coming through apartments, and he can give precious info to the bench player. Plus he can rotate very easily coming back here into corner, and from this position he can pick off players from the right window at the apartments, the left window of the apartments, and he can pick off players that are jumping down to car. So yeah, these are probably the most important positions CTs can take up on Mirage. Moving on to the T side. T side, pretty easy. One thing right here, I will just try to reference every single time a video I have seen and reference the guys that made the content. I was watching War Owl, thank you man for your great videos, and I really agree with him. Mirage is a map that you should not play if you are a solo player. You should not queue up solo inside Mirage because it is almost impossible to play Mirage without coordination. So if you queue up solo and you get like a team where maybe they're just not talking, or maybe they're just not talking your language, or maybe they're just trolling, or they're smurfs, there is no way you can get some achievements on this map. So without coordination, especially on the T side, it's just no go. So that being said, moving on to the T side, let's take care of A side first. One route would be ramp, simple, easy ramp. Then you can go to Tetris and yeah, side, whatever. This route can be split with Palace, so usually 3 players go to try to take ramp A, and then 2 players can go Palace, go through the pillars and just try to take balcony, peeking one at a time. Jungle, connect the stairs, upstairs, in between sandwich. And then these players, of course, start the other way around, go upper stairs, lower stairs, palm trees, boxes, and when advancing, peeking jungle and connector. Of course, all of these I don't want to get into a tactics video about it, but all of this only possible if you do, you know, the regular smoking connector, jungle and CT side, so that you can block out players that are on B, which are usually 3 players, basically, if you count the one that is window. Okay, moving on to the B side, or yeah, let's move on to the B side. So for B, we go B stairs, apartments, easy. Apartments, you got B side. This can also be split with 2 players going top mid, then trying to help you through short. The dangerous path would be 3 players going A, and then the players that usually play Palace, they can go top mid and smoke up window, then push on and try to take connector. Yeah, that's basically it. Let's try to just draw out some choke points. Choke points on B side would be, of course, mid, biggest choke point. This is mid, can be seen from so many places. Like, you see mid from short, you see mid from A, you see mid from the window, you can see mid. A CT player can, if there's no info from apartments, this player can lurk in through apartments, and he can actually jump downstairs and come through tunnel into the choke point, or he can just rotate all the way back to top mid, and if you have like 3 terrorists fighting to get through connector or boosting up to window, the player can come through the back and pick them off really easily. So yeah, this is one of the biggest and most exciting choke points, I think, from all maps. So yeah, Mirage mid. Then we have choke points on B. Probably around here, all fights go down in this position, because we have players shooting from bench, shooting from kitchen, shooting from a window, and then you can also have players shooting from short. And this is where usually you try to take the side through here and plant and whatever. I got carried away, sorry. I just made a small tick. So, yeah. Moving on. Short. Actually, this is so I know this choke point is very close to this one, but it's a different choke point where you actually fight A side and top mid and maybe window. Then on A we have, of course, A ramp, a choke point here, and another choke point there. So 5-ish choke points for Mirage. I forgot to do the sides again, so we have B side and A side right here. Let's hide this, actually delete it, and just get a name down here, Mirage. Let's make this black. Okay.